Hello, everybody.
I haven't done that in like 20 years.
She means like 20 minutes. She was doing it off screen.
No, I don't even know where it came from. Probably came from the fact that I saw that South Park was going to do like a COVID special episode. And then that got me thinking about like Taco Kisses and the South Park movie, which is actually a fantastic movie.
It's a fantastic musical.
Dude, chef's kiss to the South Park movie because it is so good. Oh, I don't even have the chat up. Hello, everybody.
Yes. Hello,
Sorry.
everybody. Hello.
Hello. Okay, I just need to stop. I don't know what I'm doing today.
I'm going to jump right in. Amelia said, it's been a while since I've been to one of these, just in time to help me prep for April camp. I completely forgot about camp until earlier today.
It's funny you bring that up. I was going to mention that today. Camp.
Yeah, it's coming up real quick.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. So I'm just going to say a blanket hello because Laura in a minute's going to name every single person by name.
Yeah, I usually do. But I'm not signed in because I was too busy chatting.
Yeah, Laura is in the dark about most
things. I'm creating an ambiance. I'm going to be writing. I'm going to be working on my horror tonight, so I wanted to set a mood. Actually, this is what the room is like. We were watching TV, and we have like the windows open, and there's like a nice cool breeze. We have the lights down with just like one light in the corner. I was like, I'm really digging this vibe. I want to go with it.
Wow.
Did you know that positive vibes only came from The Sopranos?
No, because I've never watched The Sopranos.
Me either. I saw it on TikTok. Because even though I've never watched The Sopranos, I do watch TikTok.
Yes, for everyone saying, Laura is definitely going to kill us. Jessica said you are a mood.
Yes, Laura. I am. It's true.
The word is Laura is moody.
Question mark? Or exclamation point. That's right. Ambiance. This is our like typical like horror vibe when we watch our horror movies and stuff.
Isn't that your vibe when you watch anything though?
No, a lot of times we have all the lights on.
Really? Why?
Because I get really depressed in the dark.
Oh. What were you guys watching then that is dark?
Actually, we were not anything that should have been watched in the dark, honestly. We were watching that Winx show, and I just can't get into it.
That's because it looks terrible.
I mean, it's a cool concept. Aaron really likes the concept. It's so boring. It's so boring.
Why didn't you just watch the original cartoon then?
I don't know, because I wanted to give it a shot, because we, like, ran out of stuff. Like, we're trying to find a new show, like, to like binge, and because we just finished the most recent season of Survivor, I finally convinced Aaron to watch a season of Survivor with me, and it was the like 40th anniversary or 40th season or whatever, where they did like 20 previous Survivor winners all came back and like battled it out. It was so good. I loved it so much. We like binged that, and Aaron's like, oh my god, I've been missing out. I've been telling him the whole time that it's a good show.
Yeah, but now he knows all the winners.
Yeah, well, we're not going to go back and watch the old ones.
Lizelle said she watches...
How dare you? Sorry, Kevin. What were you saying?
Lizelle said she watches horror movies with the lights on, so she doesn't get nightmares. I feel that. I get nightmares very easily. Also, Toby, you didn't miss much. We've only been live for a couple minutes. WandaVision, so good.
Jessica, how dare you have watched Winx and not... Why am I blanking on the show now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, the one that I like, The Witcher.
Oh, yeah.
Jessica, you would like The Witcher.
Jessica seems like the type to like Winx Club. So.
I haven't seen Death Note. I feel like I need to. When I first started, like, I've always liked horror movies. I've always been like super into horror, but it's only been like the last 4 years where I'm kind of like, I need to see every horror movie ever. So previously I was like, that looks dumb. I don't want to watch it. But now I'm like, okay, I need to watch all of the horror movies. So I definitely need to watch it. So
Death Note's one of the ones that was based off of an anime / manga.
Yeah. I don't know. The concept was like a little weird to me, but
yeah, a lot of people hated the movie.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it was like a lot of like they turned all the characters white when they were supposed to be Asian. Anna just apparently wasn't very good. Like Willem wasn't it William Dafoe? He did. I always want to say Willem because of Drag Race, but Dafoe.
Willem, I know Willem.
He voices like the bad guy. So yeah, I watched a clip and I was just like, this is weird.
I always get it confused, like, well, at least for a little while, not really anymore, but with Happy Death Day, for some reason, Happy Death Day and Death Note were like getting confusing for me. But now that I'm like obsessed with Happy Death Day and the sequel, like I don't get them confused anymore.
Jessica said, I watched The Witcher and I loved it. So
okay, then you're excused. Now you can watch whatever you want. Also, I don't understand any of you who can't watch horror because it's like the only thing that gives me life these days is horror stuff. Because the thing is like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love scary horror, but there's so little horror that actually scares me. So I'm more in it for like the camp and the jokes and the laugh. Like I love it. I love to like guess what they're gonna do, and if they do stuff, because I've watched so many at this point. So like that's why I like the slasher stuff, because to me it is just so funny. It's like so farcical and so campy that it's just like, I don't know. It like, and I was talking, someone had mentioned this on Twitter today, like why they think they really like horror stuff. And I was like, you know what? For me, I realized, thank you, Lisa Cron, because she had me thinking about why I wanted to tell this kind of story, that I think I really like horror because with my anxiety disorder, I'm actually terrified that I'm always dying or going to die. And so I feel like when I watch horror films, it like takes away the scariness of death, because it like oftentimes I'm laughing at it and it's silly and it's so extreme that it makes it not scary. And then also a lot of horror movies, people defeat death, right? They outlive it. And so it's like, it does something for my psyche, I think, to sort of trivialize death and to see it in that way rather than as something like scary. That's like,
this is actually why a lot of people like true crime horror, other stuff, because of that exact reason. It is Willem Dafoe, apparently, by the way. Side note.
Oh, it is? Okay, well, nice.
Also, he did voice Ryuk, so, in Death Note. Jessica said hi. Jessica Williamson. He said hi. Yeah, a lot of people find it comforting. I really like true crime, but I was listening to it so much. My Favorite Murder podcast, I was listening to it so much, it was actually giving me anxiety because of how often I was listening to it. So I have to take breaks from it, because sometimes like I'd be walking to my car at like going to work at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be like super terrified that I was about to get jumped and murdered.
Yeah,
it happens when I listen to a lot of the podcasts. So
yeah, I know that happens like with SVU. Like, I'm obsessed with SVU. And so sometimes I watch it like a little too much, and then like my dreams are really weird, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should take a break. Although I had a dream the other night that was really weird that had the guy from Survivor in it, so I probably shouldn't have been binging that so much either. It wasn't like a weird, like gross way, but he was just in it. And I was like, okay, I don't need the winner of Survivor being in my dreams. It's weird.
Ian took a break from SVU also, because he said that like it's just like the sad story over and over again, like got a lot.
It does become like, it weighs heavy on you after a while. Also, I'm drinking water, everyone.
I'm shook. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, okay. So the only person here that responded to it, I mean, Nina, you brought it up, but Nina brought up WandaVision. Damien and I binged the whole show in one day. Who else has watched it? It's so good. It's so good.
I know I keep meaning to, because everyone keeps saying how good it is, but Wanda and the Vision, like, they are my least favorite.
No, that's not true. Your least favorite is Black Widow, or whatever her name is.
Okay, yes, I do hate Black Widow. But Vision is next. Vision is next for me. So
I love Wanda because she's like, I don't know, I just love her so much. The show is so good, Laura, and you can get through it so quick because like some of the first couple episodes are only like 26 minutes. and then they get longer. But it's so good. It's so good. And me and Damien haven't even seen most of the Marvel movies.
I was just going to say, how dare you watch that when you're not even caught up on the Marvel movies? How dare you, sir?
It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I just like, I don't know. Vision is such a snooze for me. It's definitely more Wanda focused, but it explores like grief and what grief does to you and like things. I don't know. It's so good.
Everything in my life explores grief. Okay, my whole life is an exploration of grief.
Okay, Lizelle said WandaVision is super good, and I thought Wanda was so boring in the Avengers. So there you go, Laura.
I mean, I know it's like one of those ones where it's like everyone keeps telling me, watch the Queen's Gambit, watch the Queen's Gambit. I know it's good. I believe everyone, but don't tell that to my brain because my brain's like, it's about chess. You're not going to like it.
I know, that's why I can't. Me and Damien, like, kind of tried the first episode, and it was so boring. Queen's Gambit.
But I do love Marvel. Like, I'm obsessed with Marvel. Like, love it so much. Just like Vision to me is like, oh, really? He's in the head of a show? No, thank you. Also, Ant-Man.
Though.
It's Paul Rudd, and I do like Paul Rudd, but Ant-Man and Wong also. Also, I don't like Doctor Strange. So maybe I don't like quite a few.
I don't really like. I mean, yeah, but I'm very excited because somebody asked. I lost it now. OD. It does end tomorrow. The last episode of WandaVision comes out tomorrow. And I'm very nervous there's going to be spoilers because I think it comes out at midnight tonight. Yeah, the black and white episodes were a little... At first, me and Damien watching it were like, what are we watching? This is so... Especially the first episode, I was like, what is this? It's so weird. But it really it builds. And it gets so good. It's... Toby, even if you're not a Marvel fan, just watch it. It is so good.
I'd say it's more like Black Mirror than Marvel.
Damien said it's more like Black Mirror than Marvel. Hey, can you make me...
Francis on WandaVision TikTok. I'm on some weird TikToks. Somehow I got on Squishmallow TikTok. I don't even have a Squishmallow. I don't know how I got on Squishmallow TikTok, but I'm there.
Damien said you don't have to get on there. That just is TikTok.
I also somehow got into the weird space of TikTok. I think it's because I was like following some people that talk about like horror movies and stuff, and then I just started getting weird, freaky stuff, and then I started getting stuff that I think are people that are actually demons in real life, and they were trying to like possess me through the phone. Like I was so freaked out the other night. I don't get freaked out very easily, but I was like shook. I was like, Aaron, I think this person is actually a demon. I just felt such a weird energy from this person. It was so, I don't know, dude.
Anyway, that is Laura losing her mind, everybody.
Dude, I'm telling you, I just get some weird people where I feel like they probably committed crimes, and yeah.
Jessica, black and white doesn't bother me. I just felt like I just meant specifically the black and white episodes were more like they're more as exciting as the later episodes. I once found myself on kink TikTok, and I don't know how it happened because like I follow all small business ones, and all of a sudden it was like, I'm into this kink, and I was like, what is happening here? But I finally found out how you can hit that you don't want to see any more videos like that, so it's really helped me curate my feed.
I will say that I was pretty mad because I've been doing like not to trigger anyone, but I'm going to talk about like weight loss stuff. But I've started doing calories again on an app on my phone, and then literally, kid you not, the second I started doing that again, TikTok started sending me fucking weight loss TikToks. I'm like, excuse me, I didn't ask for this. And like it was like the very first video was like, are you a plus size girl in her 30s who wants to blah blah? I'm like, how dare you, TikTok? Stay out of my phone and stay out of my life. I don't want to watch weight loss TikTok. Thank you.
I got something really weirdly specific the other day that me and Damien had talked about out loud, and all of a sudden it was like, whoa! I don't remember what it was, but I remember being like, I have never looked this up on my phone. It was so weird.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Kristen, there is an option if you're getting the ones that you don't like. I finally found out that you can hit that you're not interested in the video, and then it will show you less of that video, that kind of video. So
yeah,
I've curated my feed to be delicious.
Lizelle, it's funny you say that because I actually thought about that because like I literally thought this person was like trying to like, I don't know, like hypnotize me or something. It was really scary. Like I'm making fun of it, but it really did freak me out at the time. Like this person was like so weird, and it was like so freaky, and I was like, oh my god, this would be like such a good horror movie. But you know, who knows if TikTok's gonna stick around, and it might be like one of those things like, who wants to make a MySpace horror movie? You know, dates itself. So I feel like
there are ones though.
I know, but it's kind of like no one's still watching MySpace.
Oh, the random one that I got recently was I got like this guy who like lives in at a commune, trying to convince other people on TikTok to come join the commune.
Oh yeah, everyone's gotten those. That's a big deal.
And all of the comments were like, "This is definitely a cult." So I went and looked at his things, and it's like one of the videos was like reasons why we're not a cult, and then it showed a bunch of shit that was super cult-like, and I was like,
yeah, like that has taken over TikTok. Everyone's talking about. There's been articles written about it and stuff. Like people are going there. I stumbled across one the other day that felt like it was illegal because it was like an actual child. I would say like you didn't see her face, but like you knew it was a child. Like you could see her hand and stuff. She was probably like, I don't know, she sounded maybe like 8 or 9, and she had like these rubber ducks, but she was like, it was kind of like disturbing. It was really disturbing, and I felt like she was like screaming at this duck. She was like, "Get up, you fat pig!" And she was like slapping it, and then she was like, give birth," and then she like grabbed like this other rubber duck that was like smaller. It was purple, and she was like, "You had the baby, but it's purple. How did it end up purple? You're yellow." I was like, what is this? And then she was like, your stepbrother's coming over, and don't try to date him because that's wrong. And I was like, what is this? I was like, this has to be like illegal. So I like went and looked at it, and there's like 5,500 people following it. I was like, adults, stop following children on TikTok. It's wrong.
Everyone needs to go follow Alexa on TikTok. She just joined, and she's super freaked out by it. So let's make her more freaked out. Everyone go follow her.
It just felt like weird. Like, yeah, my point. I was like, why did I get this child who's clearly working through some family issues through rubber ducks on TikTok? I was like, I wanted to tell Aaron about it. I was like, I don't even want to like follow the page because I feel like I'll be arrested or something. Like, I shouldn't be watching this as an actual child. It was weird.
Yeah, it's not that bad as long as you curate your feed. Laura just watches the weirdest crap, so she keeps getting weird crap suggested to her.
That's true. It's true.
Just curate your feed, and it'll be perfect. It's actually pretty good at curating it itself, but yeah. Well, all you people, it does take a while. What'd you say?
You have to look at straight white people for a long
Damien said Damien said when you first joined, you're gonna have to look at straight white people for a long time. Yeah, it kept suggesting a bunch of like weird stuff to me and Damien both when we first joined.
Like,
not scary stuff, but like weird, like a bunch of like straight people doing really straight stuff. Like, I don't know, it was weird. Yeah, like kissing. I don't want to see that. Straight PDA, gross.
I love TikTok. So
for everyone that's like against TikTok, that means you're against me and my small business. So get out.
I think what I like about TikTok, what it does differently than YouTube, is it's really hard to have people find your stuff. Like they have to search you out essentially because like the algorithm, like when you're on TikTok, like you force people to watch your content. And then like, so like people might like your content if they ever came across it, but on YouTube, it's so hard to get someone to come across your content. But TikTok is so much easier in theory. You know, of course I know it's not like simple, but I'm just saying it's easier because it does force your stuff in front of people to see it, to see if they would like it. So I feel like in that way, I don't create content on TikTok, not yet anyway, because I haven't even made a YouTube video in a month. So
I will say that also with TikTok is, for me at least, it's easier, like it's easy for me with my like painting and stuff to be able to come up with the 15 to 60 second video rather than like a whole like 10-minute video. It's like I can just do this really quick thing and post it. And I've posted every day for 2 weeks and I've gotten a decent traction.
I think the reason why I haven't really honestly made any content either is because I feel like on TikTok you have to be a lot more creative. And that's not my strong suit. Like if you see my YouTube videos, they're not super creative. Like they're not like all aesthetically pleasing like Lainey's or like, I don't know, you know, or even like Lizelle and Alexa. Like I don't know. I don't have those like kind of ideas. So
what I think is interesting is the traditionally published author Ryan LaSala, who I'm friends with, has a TikTok.
He's actually hilarious on TikTok. I love his TikTok.
He makes stuff that aren't only author related, and I looked through his feed the other day, and he's had multiple videos like hit 500,000 views, and I'm just like,
well, he's really funny on TikTok, and he did one about like the Sailor Moon characters. I've never even watched Sailor Moon, and it was so funny to me. Like, it was such a good video. And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about, but this is so funny to me.
But do not let him know that he's funny. He's a big enough head. I really like Rachel too. I love her YouTube, and I love her TikTok. Hey, Damien, you probably didn't need to start the air fryer yet.
We should probably do a writing sprint.
Yeah, what is everybody working on tonight, Laura?
I'm actually working on zero drafting my book. So
okay.
On my new MacBook, I'm so excited. Finally got a new one. And I'm hoping this weekend to maybe film content for my YouTube channel. We'll see. We'll see. No promises.
It auto-adjusted again. You got really dark. There we go. You're back again.
What are you working on, Kevin?
So, I've actually decided, which I'm going to finally make a YouTube video, and I'm going to talk about this, is my goal is to use Laura's chapter breakdown and story Bible.
You're welcome. Better be in the acknowledgments.
No, you won't be at all. So, I'm going to be using that to work on outlining a new book that I want to start for camp. We'll see if that happens. I don't know.
Nice.
Also,
I wanted to talk about camp more after this. I'm pulling up timers. But yeah, we can mostly a lot, thank Lizelle also for that chapter breakdown because she helped me. She started me in that direction.
I wanted to ask her a question. I don't remember what it was.
So we're gonna do 20 minutes, yeah, since we haven't.
Yeah, probably. That's probably a good number.
We haven't done it yet. It's already almost 8 o'clock. Look, we all know we're here for the chats. We just have to justify our meeting by doing a few sprints. Excuse me? Okay, that's weird.
You good?
I went to go like share my screen like I always do. And it said Google Chrome would like to record this computer's screen.
No, thank you, Satan.
Like what? It's never said that before. No, you may not, Google Chrome.
You may not record my screen. So a lot of people are, I see editing, plotting. Toby's working on a gay noir story. Revising, beta reading. Kim, we are just about to do our first 20-minute sprint. Once Laura gets the timer. Oh, it's up.
It's already there.
You want to make it full screen because it's not full screen. There we go.
We're gonna go with a cute little Easter timer.
Starting a second draft of my fantasy book, drafting.
Do you want to take Alexa's comment down now?
Oh yeah, Jessica said that it always asks her if she wants to record it. So it's not just you.
I've never been asked that before, and no, you may not.
Dang it! Why isn't it? Give me a second. Sorry. Okay. Devasha said she's going to be crying inside during the first one.
Why?
I don't know. It's not there anymore, Alexa. Shut up. I was trying to get you some followers on TikTok. Okay. We can start whenever.
All right. And let's go.
Boop.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
How'd everyone do?
I got a little bit done, but I got a little distracted by some internet drama.
Isn't there always some? I wrote 337 words. Boom.
How much?
337.
Nice. I did write a little bit. Let me see.
I decided to work on the middle grade, just because I'm so early on with my other book idea that like I feel like I'm not ready to do a whole 20-minute sprint jumping in, so I'm just gonna work on this for now.
I have 81 words. I did 81 words, so it's something. Oh, the drama was some of the David Dobrik stuff.
Laura, did I get this idea from you? I think I did. You told me you did it once. Do you put chicken nuggets in your spaghetti?
I do, yeah.
I started doing
have like chicken parmesan, like.
I started doing.
I take dino nuggets. I use dino nuggets.
Well, I use fake chicken nuggets, but I started doing that instead of because we buy these meatballs, and I'm just not a big fan of them. Damien really likes them, but I put chicken nuggets in instead because I can't have parmesan. I put nutritional yeast in because this stuff tastes like cheese, and it's like a little cheesy spaghetti. Chicken parmesan. It's delicious. Yep.
Yeah, so I take like my pasta and then I put a little bit of red sauce and then I take dino nuggets and I kind of break them up so like little pieces. Then I sprinkle a little cheese on it and like melt the cheese in the microwave and then it's good to go.
So good. Hello, Moon.
Alexa, I told you you would become obsessed with TikTok once you got it. Lizelle, what did you think of The Only Good Indians? I'm always curious what people think of his writing because it's different.
I really want to actually read that book.
Hi, Moon. It's so interesting to me that that's the book that like has really popped off for him because he's written like a ton of stuff like, you know, prior to that. So I'm just like curious why that one. I think I said hi, Moon, but if not, hi, Moon.
You did.
Thank you.
Hey, 76 words is better than no words.
I like One of Us is Lying. I need The Cousins, but it is not on Scribd.
For some reason, Scribd let me know that when Dimple met Rishi is leaving Scribd, and I was like, I read that book like a year and a half ago.
Sometimes it tells me about stuff that I'm like, I already read this. Emmett, that's awesome. Oh, book bitch. Scary. But awesome.
That's exciting. I mean, that's scary, but.
Let's see, I'm trying to see what else other people have said.
Cousins is on Libby.
Chocolate ice cream and Diet Pepsi sounds delicious. What?
Lizelle said The Cousins is on Libby. Do we have Libby?
I don't.
Have you tried getting books through your library?
Yes, my library gets nothing, bro.
But sometimes
I have
they have
Libby
where you can get ebooks like internet, like from different states.
Dude, mine.
Excuse me.
I can't. The ebook, I need audio because I already have a hard time reading like books these days with all the other stuff I have going on. So I'm looking for stuff to listen to while I work. So it's like the audiobook selection is not great. It's horrible, actually.
It looks like Lainey decided to get drunk and then vacuum.
Nice. Let's see. One of Us is Lying is the group chat. That's an interesting choice. It's kind of an older book. So.
Yeah. Regina asked you a question.
It's Scribd a big platform. Should I put my books on there? It is a very big platform, but I don't know the ins and outs of how to put books on there. So I don't really know how that works. But it is. I mean, I think most people have Scribd, don't they?
I mean, a lot of people I know. I actually heard about it for the first time from Lainey.
I think Lainey was the person I heard about it from.
Because you were using the other one that's expensive, weren't you?
I'm sorry, what?
Weren't you using Audible before?
Yeah, Audible. It's way more expensive. You pay $15 for one book. I can usually get 3 or 4 out of Scribd. It was $8.99 until I canceled it and then got it back, and now it's $10.
Mine's still $8.99, girl.
Interesting. I'll look into that, Jessica, because I understand like Libby has audiobooks, but like your library has to have access to them, and my library does not have anything. I mean, I live out here in the middle of nowhere.
Lizelle, I think it's we have Overdrive too.
Yeah, like
Nina, there are a lot of ebooks on Scribd. Like a lot. In fact, I'm in the middle of reading Saw Kill Girls, which I still can't get into, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. Saw Kill Girls is on there. There's a lot of books, ebooks on there.
Wait, The Cousins is available. I got it. I did look when it first came out, but they must have got it late. I did request a ton of audiobooks for my library, though. I was like, can you, because like if you look one up on Libby and they don't have it, you can like request that your library get it. So,
Kim said, looking at Libby from my local library reminds me of my elementary school library where they hadn't gotten a single new book since 1980.
Right? That's how I feel about mine, but they got The Cousin, so I'm going to start that tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I know what you mean. Lainey said she just heard about Chirp. She hasn't investigated it much, but her favorite romance authors has books on there for so cheap. I've never heard of that either.
Lainey has her finger on the pulse of digital.
She really does. Because
I'm trying to think of like a fancy word, but it's like, I don't know.
You know what's so weird is I find myself wanting to listen to, romance novels, but like I want to listen to specifically really bad ones, and I don't know why.
What?
Really bad ones. Like I could think
bad
of a book.
Ones what?
Romance novels.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. That's why I was asking. You kept saying bad ones, and I'm like, bad ones what?
Like I could think a book is like 2 stars, but I still had fun listening to it. I don't care that it was bad. It's kind of like when you watch a really bad movie that you know you're gonna hate, but you're just in it for the ride.
I have been having, I'm just kind of out on romance at the moment. I'm not really feeling it. I'm actually having a hard time even getting into any audiobooks lately. It's like I'm also like on a huge like I want to say horror kick, but I've tried listening to a few horror audiobooks too. I just can't get into them. Like I have such a hard time getting into audiobooks. It takes me a while. And I just get like 10% into books and then I stop. And I get 10% into a different book and then I stop. That's why I kind of want to just find ones from authors that like I know I like, and I'll just, because then I know I'll get right into the book. So like Karen McManus, I feel like is an auto like read for me. Thank you.
Alexa, yeah, I all the time when I think about bad romance, I always think about a really old video where Lainey was talking about when she first started
for a second, then you can go.
Romance books. Those are the ones that always pop in my head. So one day I'm gonna have to listen to them.
Hi.
You can barely see her because it's black.
I know. Hi. Okay, go with Daddy. Go on.
Okay, but Nina, a Santa Claus romance sounds
fluffy.
Amazing.
Come here.
Like I really like the really. I read one like called Tiramisu and Dead Guys or something, and it's so dumb, but I love it.
My big kitty.
Yeah, she's getting huge.
Hi, Buffy. She's a giant cat, dude. She's gonna be so big.
At least she's not long hair.
Come on, Buffy.
No, she's not. All right, Buffy, go.
She don't want to stay in here.
She's gonna meow the second you leave to get out.
Come on,
Just
Buffy.
want to say, boom.
Where is she?
Got the sticker for free.
Oh, she's looking out the window.
Just
That's
text her.
love window.
Okay, I'll let her stay in here, and then I'll text you if she wants out.
Ooh,
Want a window
Nina's
book?
reading about sex in Santa's sleigh. No, Moon, is it terrible or awesome? Alexa, I really want a Maine Coon, but I think Damien thinks they're creepy.
Kevin, you could not handle a Maine Coon. You are allergic to cats, okay?
I know. I'm allergic to most things, to be fair.
I'm just like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I love romance. Like, I'm here for it. Like, I went through a phase where, like, if there wasn't romance in the book, forget it. I was not going to read it. But I don't know. I go through phases of all things. I go through phases of books. I go through phases of TV shows. I mean, this is my brain. Okay. I just go through phases. I get hyper fixated on stuff. And romance is just out at the moment. Just over it. I'm living my own romance novel. I don't need to read them. As Aaron and I just sit in the same clothes for like 4 days in a row and watch Survivor. Oh.
Regina, I have a cat. That's why she's yelling at me. Because I already have a cat. I am allergic, but I already have one.
He's extremely allergic to that cat. He does not need a Maine Coon.
I wouldn't say I'm extremely allergic.
Oh, you wouldn't?
I haven't had a bad allergy day in a while. Knock on particle board.
Mm-hmm. I knew it.
What?
She's meowing to get out.
Oh. I can't hear her.
Surprise. She doesn't like to be, like, left behind.
Me and Damien, when we move, we really want to get a dog. I don't know when we're going to move, but whenever that is, we really want to get a dog. My nervousness, where, like, I'm scared, is that because I already have one animal I'm allergic to, I'm very nervous to get a dog that I could potentially be allergic to also.
That's why you gotta get one that's hypoallergenic. So even though they're not 100%, you're less likely to have
any problems with Khaleesi or Falcor.
Yeah. And they're both hypoallergenic. So that's why I got them, because I did become allergic to cats when I had 4 of them. And so we weren't planning on ever getting another cat, but then we found Buffy, and I'm fine with her because she's the only one that has any like stuff that, you know, I would not get any more just because I know it would start to aggravate my allergies. So
I'm a little worried about that, because I feel like hyperallergenic dogs don't really I feel like they often don't show up at like rescues or anything. So we'll have to specifically search one out, which will be expensive. And like,
not necessarily, because they are at rescues in California more so than elsewhere. And also like, so we've gotten ours online through people that were not breeders, like people who they were not responsible with their dog and their dog got knocked up, or someone who thought they could handle the dog and then couldn't. So like, there are other ways that you could find one. The main thing is because you're worried about your allergies, you want them to definitely know.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. That's the only thing that I'm a little worried about. Because I also I understand where people come from about like not buying like from breeders. I totally understand that. And I agree. I'm just a little nervous about getting a dog that I'm allergic to and end up having to get rid of. I don't want to do that. I would just suffer. I would just keep the dog and I'd suffer forever. I would never get rid of an animal. I would just suffer the whole time it's alive. There's Moon said there are entire rescues dedicated to poodles. I don't know about out here.
I was gonna say there's definitely same thing with like Shih Tzus. Shih Tzus are really popular, like, and they're hypoallergenic.
We have a lot of rescues in like Southern California for like pit bulls and chihuahuas, because a lot of them and don't keep them, like a lot.
Dude, when you're ready to start looking for a dog, you know I can help you, because looking for dogs, trying to find the perfect dog. I mean, I looked for years before we got Khaleesi. I knew we wanted another dog like a couple of years after we got Fouts, and it took me years to find one that was appropriate, and then also I was not going to get one that was expensive or from like a breeder or something. So it took me a while, but it's funny though, because Khaleesi is full bred mini schnauzer, but because she's not from a breeder, like she was not her tail's not docked, thank God, and neither are her ears. But when we let her hair grow out, no one even knows she's a schnauzer, because schnauzers don't typically have tails or ears, and schnauzers' hairs actually, if they grow out, are curly. So she looked just like Falcor. In fact, the other day they were out in the yard and Aaron kept going, Falcor. He was like screaming Falcor's name. And I look over, I was like, that is not Falcor. He's like, why is he not listening to me? I'm like, because it's Khaleesi. Like, it's harder to tell the difference when their hair is long.
My, besides the fact that docking animals is really awful, I always, 100%, every single time I've seen before and after, they always are cuter beforehand. Why would
Oh, I
anyone
love Khaleesi's tail and her little floppy ears. I love it.
I never understood why people docked animals. First of all, it's super cruel, and second of all, it's like they're just cuter, not maimed. So it's like people that declaw their cats. So it's awful.
Yeah,
It's illegal in California.
it's mean.
Yeah,
I will say, circling back to the romance, what's really funny is, even though like I'm not here for it, like my book actually has a romance in it, but it's like it's not the main focus. It's like secondary. So
bananas. I think I did know that sheep have long tails, but I think the sheep, don't they cut them for like not hygienic reasons, so like reasons so they don't get infections or something? I think I read about this once.
I do know that like that was the original thought behind like a lot of the dogs, like because like they were hunting or they were like doing things, it could actually like cause problems for. But it's like none of those things hold up anymore. You know, like they're domesticated. There's no reason for Khaleesi to have her tail chopped off. Like it's just not necessary.
I think with sheep, what it is that like if they don't, their poop can get matted and they're like coming out of their butt, and it can cause an infection and kill them. I think maybe I don't know.
That can happen to any like dogs. Like if you don't cut our dogs, because our dogs have to be groomed because they don't shed. If you don't groom it, poop gets stuck in their butt and it plugs up the hole. Like you have to keep that.
Alfalfa, because he's a long hair, sometimes he'll get poop stuck in his butt hair, which Damien cannot do it. He's fine picking up like hairballs, but he gets a little bit of poop stuck in his fur, and Damien's like gagging, and I was like, I'll take care of it. It's fine. I think there's a difference, like if you're doing it because an animal will literally die if you don't, and then if you're just doing it because you
I think that like there are a lot of animals to be rescued in Southern California in particular that are not always in a rescue, because so many people try to do like the breeding route and then like it's more than they realize, or they don't, or like someone will think like really quickly like, hey, I should just like do it one time with my dog and like my neighbor's dog and we'll sell it for a lot of money, and like it doesn't work like that. And then they end up, that's what happened with Falcor. It's like they had all these puppies that they were going to try to do one, it was like these young kids, and they were going to try to like do it one time to get some extra cash, and then they have like all these dogs and they're not like, they don't have papers, they're not like bred or anything, and they're also, he's a sheep poo, so there's not even, it's considered a mutt. Like they thought they were going to get all this stuff from it. So there's a lot of sad dogs in Southern California because people try to like, and people think they look cool and don't realize how much work they take. Same thing with like pigs. There's a lot of people who get pet pigs because they're guaranteed that they'll stay small, and pigs never stay small. If you don't know about pigs, they will continue to grow however big they can in the place that they live. So
did you know that
pigs never stay small, even ones that are like guaranteed to stay small.
Did you know Paris Hilton still goes and visits her pig on its farm?
Well, that's good. That's cute.
I've never heard of ear glue for puppies before. That's weird. Yeah, the poopy butt is definitely a problem with long-haired cats. He also has really long toe hair that sometimes will get kind of gross, so I try and trim that too.
Dude, since COVID, we've been doing the grooming of the dogs ourselves, and just because we're just trying to minimize any interaction with other people till we all get vaccinated. So we haven't done it in a while because it was like kind of colder, but it's getting warm now. And Falcor, poor Falcor, he's like a huge puffball. So we finally like trying to groom them today, and it's so hard, like on their feet and on the back of their legs. Like the hair is so long. Falcor literally has like 12 layers of hair. It is so difficult because they don't shed at all. So but Lacey finally we got her done, and she looks so much better. She looks like a schnauzer again.
Also, another thing that sucks about long-haired cats is we brushed him finally, and his winter coat came out. It was absolutely insane. The amount of hair that came out of him was insane. Luckily, Alfalfa is really good about letting me trim like his nails, his hair. He really doesn't care at all. Like he'll sit for me the entire time I cut his nails. He doesn't care.
Falcor's the same way. Khaleesi, is okay in the front, but she has been like this since the day we got her as a puppy, and we got her at like 8 weeks. She does not like her. I think she's ticklish. She doesn't like her back feet being touched. And so she's always like even when we first got her, like you can't touch her back feet. So it is like impossible to try to groom her back feet and like her, like her back end. I mean, Aaron and I were both trying to like hold her down, but like in a sweet way. I was like letting her lick my face and I'm like petting her and we're like giving her treats and she's just like kicking and screaming. It was
just over it.
Dramatic to say the least. I don't know how we got to tip our groomers, especially for her because she just doesn't. She's not good. When we were in California, we would take her to the vet because then they would give her a sedative to groom her. So, but you have to be at a vet's office for that to happen. They don't do that here. So,
Alexa, I've never heard of that. We did get a specific cat brush from Petco that was really crap and it was a waste of money. So instead, we used just a regular like human brush, and it works really good. But I've
heard of the Furminator. I've heard of that before. Yeah, when we get Falcor's hair, it looks like several dogs are on the floor.
I should have taken a picture. It was the amount of hair that came off of Alfalfa was insane. But I will look into the Furminator. Ignore this. Ignore the man behind the curtain. I'm trying to light up my corner a little bit more. I just realized how dark it was. Okay, yeah, I'll look into that for sure.
Tips for owning a dog. In all honesty, it is not like having a cat. So that's my first tip. Cats are very self-sufficient. Dogs basically are barnacles. They are obsessed with you. They love you. They want to be with you every second of the day. Their whole life revolves around you. So you have to be ready for that kind of energy.
Damien said, wow, you don't know Alfalfa. He is so clingy to an extent that I think it's actually bad. It's really bad.
Buffy's like that with the dog. So like they have like a pack, like they're like a pack. And so Buffy is a part of the pack. So in that way, she is still very, but like she definitely doesn't like to be away from Khaleesi, especially they're bonded, which I'm a little worried about. But for the most part, I would say like taking care of them is not the same. Like dogs are literally like a baby that just never grows up, like kind of like a toddler. So they're a little self-sufficient, but like Falcor never leaves my side.
Yeah, we can hear him snoring.
I know. I think he needs to go out though. I think Aaron's coming to get him.
Alfalfa is like really clingy, like to the point where now sometimes when I go in the bathroom in the morning to like brush my teeth, he'll jump up on the toilet or on the like shower ledge to just watch me. Like it's bad. And it's only gotten worse during quarantine. Yeah. So actually it got really bad when we came to visit Matt and he was by himself. It was really bad. Like when we came home, ever since then, he does not like to be left alone.
Well, now that with quarantine, I mean, our dogs never really did great being left alone, but now it is like literally impossible. They would like Khaleesi would destroy the house.
Yeah.
Like if we leave her here, we have to like remove everything, and which we have not done. We literally don't leave her alone anymore because she's just gotten too used to it. And at some point, we're gonna have to like deal with that again. But for now, luckily, since my in-laws live with us, someone's always here, and we're not really leaving anyway. I mean, I've only left my house 3-4 times in the last year, so. Oh, I love dogs so much though. Like, if I could have 500 million, I would. Like, that's like the only reason why I want like a decent sized house or to own, so that I could just have as many as I could fit. So, but we should probably do another sprint.
Yeah, probably.
So, do we want to do another 20 since we've been chatting?
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's go. Let's pull up the old leprechaun for this one.
Is that a 20-minute? I thought it was 15 for some reason.
20. The Easter and the St. Patrick's Day are 20.
Jessica said, you want 4 dogs, 2 cats, a murder of chickens, and a gaggle of horses.
No, I just want like 10 dogs. Why does this keep happening? I think I have to share it first. Because it's like taking up my whole screen, which I don't want.
Pull up the old leprechaun. Shamrock shakes taste like toothpaste and ice cream. Don't at me. Also, if you haven't yet, please hit that like button below. Also, just a little self-brag, I guess. I finally hit 2,400 subscribers, so
Nice.
That's exciting considering I haven't been uploading videos in a while. But I plan to, I say every week, but I really do plan to record a video this weekend.
I'm feeling better, so I'm really hoping I'll be up for filming this weekend as well. Mm-hmm. Also, though, don't forget that the book club live chat is next weekend. Kevin.
I know. I have it written down in my planner. And
with guest host Lizelle Samberry, and who just sold a horror. Well,
that's true.
Horror-esque. We're leaving it ambiguous, the genre. And then also Kristen Leatherman will be joining us next week.
I have the book club written down in both my planners, Laura, so I will not forget.
Nice. Kevin, I've shared the timer. Whenever you want
I was reading chat. Rude. Shut up.
You can do both.
Nina, I'm the same way. I prefer to make vlogs and I prefer to watch vlogs. Well, that's not always true. I don't like to record sit-down videos, so I feel like I'm not good at them. But I prefer to record vlogs, and I think that's kind of my more the videos I do better on my channel. So I think people tend to like my vlogs too.
I did not post a single video in February.
I haven't since early January, so.
I have started it, Lizelle, and I'm liking it so far. I mean, I'm still pretty early in, so I'm going to reserve, my final thoughts, but I'm definitely excited to continue reading it and see what everyone else thinks of it. So if you haven't watched the video yet on like the book and the time and all that stuff, I posted it on my community page today. I reposted it. What's up?
Yeah, at least you wanted to come.
Okay, she can hang out here. If I need you to come get them, I'll text you. Okay, we ready, Kev?
Yeah. Really quick, bananas. To be fair, I've only had a Shamrock Shake like once in my life, and I can't try them again because I'm lactose intolerant violently. I had ice cream the other day from Cold Stone. Horrible idea. Was in a lot of pain, so I can't do ice cream. So I will let you believe that they're delicious without drinking. Okay.
Also, I just want to say one more thing too. I'm now drinking Diet Pepsi on this Thirsty Thursday because gnat decided to kamikaze itself into my water. So I took that as a sign that God doesn't want me to drink any more water today. So don't at me for drinking Diet Pepsi.
Actually, really quick, Laura, why don't you get a Hydro Flask? Like a smaller one? You don't have to.
Because I have 5 million other freaking water bottles.
You like cold water, and this will literally keep.
I have the coldest water bottle that holds it for like 72 hours.
Oh, and you just don't drink it because you suck?
Because that's just what I do, Kevin. I get really into something, I buy a bunch of stuff for it, and then I move on to something else.
You got really into water temporarily?
Have you met me? No, I get jazzed. Like, yes, I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to get back into water, take care of myself. And in order to do that, I need to buy a new water bottle because those other water bottles, they did not inspire me. But a new water bottle will. So then I buy a new one, and then I use it for like a week, and then I stop using it. And then in a couple months, I'll be into it again, and I'll buy a new water bottle. So that's how this works. That's how this goes.
Anyway.
Thanks for relating.
Let's
on that note,
for some reason you reminded me I need to pay my car registration. So okay, let's start.
All right, and where's my last? Okay, here it is.
Top of the morning to you. Is that how leprechaun sounds?
No, he's like, my name. He's like, I'm half Korean and I'm from Rhode Island, and you said it wasn't gonna be a problem, Florigan.
No one's gonna know what that is. No.
You do though.
Yes, that's
go.
Okay. Bye.
Hmm. Did you like that TikTok I sent you, Kevin?
No, I did not.
I literally was like, okay, I'm gonna take a 1 second TikTok break. I'm gonna watch 2 TikToks, and that was the second one that came up. I was like,
That was
TikTok I'm on.
horrifying.
I did really, really good that time. Like I had some really good ideas, and I was just like going.
I did okay, but I did pay my car registration, so I'll take it as a win.
All right, let's see how many words I got. 129. I gotta do some math because it's in different places. But I did it all in caps, so I would know.
What's week, Toby?
129.
Oh, congratulations, Regina. I did a puzzle recently. Well, I say recently, but it was like a year ago, I guess, because it was when quarantine first started. Wow, this year's gone by fast. And it was a Game of Thrones map of like the whole.
Was it the David Dobrik puzzle to get a QR code?
No, it was. It was a what I got was a Game of Thrones map. Oh. Lizelle started watching a YouTube video as book research. That is my kind of research. 222 words, nice. 186, nice. Oh, God.
You guys, I got 568 words in my zero draft.
That's a lot.
568 words, and I sent Kevin a disturbing TikTok. I think that is a win, people. That is a win.
It was something, all right. It was something. Disturbing, mostly. Very. I didn't even really understand. It just got weirder and grosser.
I had spaghetti for dinner.
I had angel hair for dinner.
That's what we had, angel hair.
Okay, so look, I'm interested in tarot cards just because I always have been. I always found them kind of interesting. I've had one since like 6th grade. I don't know why my mom bought me one. That's neither here nor there.
Mom.
That's neither here nor there. But I've always been interested in them, but I just don't know if I really understand. Like, when I think of tarot cards, I still think of like the stereotypical like psychic in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, you know? And I understand that they're more than that. I just don't understand how to read more into it to understand more. So if anybody has any good literature for me to read, look, I'm trying to be open to new things because I'm just trying to be open.
I have told you, so tarot cards is more like reading them, like you read them together in relation to each other, and you should watch Aphrodite on.
But does he explain how to read them yourself?
I think he like shows how to. I don't know if he does any on like how to do it yourself, but I think he's like a really good. I'm telling you, literally every video he watches when he does my tarot reading, it always happens, and it's always weirdly like specific too. So,
ooh, Lainey thinks I'd be good at it because I'm a water sign. My mom, there was okay, so down the street, a couple blocks down the street from our house was a like witch store where you could buy like incense and crystals and all kinds of stuff. It was on Broadway. It's closed down, but it wasn't there when you lived there, Laura.
I was like, what house did you live in?
It was the one
by the high school?
Yes, the one down the street from the high school. So it was called the 9th house or 10th house. And anyway, so my mom used to bring me and she would like buy me things from there. So like it's so funny when people are like, my mom would die. Like my mom literally bought me like a scrying crystal, which I still have. And like
our mother, who would also consider herself still pretty Catholic.
Yeah, it's very strange. But she's also, to be fair, mom's more like spiritual.
But she also doesn't eat meat during Lent, and
that's because she's weird and whatever.
Mom is superstitious. That's what it is.
Yes, it is.
So she doesn't like to go against anything that could like be bad luck or like a bad omen. She also does not like you using God's name in vain, but then she'll also turn around and call you an MFer. So
yeah. Well, she like
So she is an enigma, our mother.
She learned how to scry with me. So like you have to hold it in your hand to get it warm. And then you hold it over this mat that says like different answers and like it'll move by itself. Like, so she like was super into that stuff just as much as I was because we watched Charmed together. But she also bought me my first tarot deck, which I still have. And I just don't really understand how to, you know.
Hold the Bananas, you're going to make your first YouTube video. That's exciting. Let us know when. Is it going to be under the Hold the Bananas name? Or is it going to be a different name?
Hold the Bananas. Also, Emmett, I would love to have a conversation about this.
I love how like Elaine says that my mom didn't allow them. Like, I don't think there's anything our mom didn't allow. Can you think of anything, Kevin? Well, that's not in. Well, yeah, no, I can't think of anything.
No, not really. I mean,
Dad tried to get me to stop listening to Marilyn Manson. Now I wish I would have listened. But hindsight is 2020. Also, Dad didn't want me to get any piercings. There was no consequences. He just said it, and then it meant nothing. But
see, Dad, when I got mine, he's like, I mean, as long as you can keep a job, I guess. And
he told me I couldn't come back to the house. But then I showed him, and he's like, whatever. Like he didn't actually care.
Yeah.
I mean, for entertainment purposes, yes. Thank you, Devasha. You watch my dude. I appreciate you.
I need to learn how to do it. I really want to learn how to read them. Okay, and I am speaking of a pendulum. I don't know.
Please watch Aphrodite, please.
Okay, look. If I'm gonna low key,
he just did a reading the other day. Go watch it for yourself because he timestamps it for your sun sign. Go watch it and tell me what he says.
Fine. Did he do that? Yeah, I think so. That's weird. So
let's see, Banana.
So, okay, low key, I was on TikTok and there's this small business I follow and she makes different tarot decks and I saw one I want so bad, but it's $60 and Damien was like, really? And I was like, I know, but I want them. But I didn't get them.
Elaine, that could make sense of not wanting demons in the house. That does sound like something my mom would believe. And now that I think about it, I do think she always told us we couldn't do a Ouija in the house.
Which is so funny because I did all the time. All the time in high school.
She also told me as a child to not do Bloody Mary.
That I won't do because I'm weirdly superstitious.
So, like, still scares me to this day sometimes in the bathroom. I don't like to look in the mirror for various reasons. Bloody Mary being only one of them.
Thanks for coming, Toby.
Where my Catholics at with that Bloody Mary? Oh, thanks for coming, Toby. We'll see you next week.
Yes, Lainey, please DM me and let me know. I'm legit I'm interested in this stuff, but I saw a TikTok that was like, or was a tweet that was a guy like, no, it was Mara Wilson. Mara Wilson tweeted that she really wants to have a girlfriend, but she doesn't want to have to talk about crystals or grisly murders all the time. I was like, come on, Mara.
Yes.
I will say that when I first got my tarot deck, I did all the stuff you're supposed to do. Like,
wait, did I say it 3 times? Because I really didn't mean. I'm like, where
you better look out.
That's like the only one I legit was like scared of as a kid.
I'm still kind of scared of it, to be honest.
But that's also because I used to watch Unsolved Mysteries with my grandma, and there was all those ones where there would be like statues of the Virgin Mary in like Guadalajara that like were crying blood tears, and people would flock there to like pray to it. And I was like, this stuff is very real. Bloody Mary is very real. I just said it again. It's like Beetlejuice.
I think you cut yourself off early on that one though, so you get a pass.
Dude, the whole Candyman thing. So I'm sure everyone knows about it now because it was viral on TikTok where the girl in the New York apartment finds behind her mirror there's another apartment. Has everyone seen this? Because it was like there was articles about it today. It was like all over. So this girl in New York feels a weird breeze coming from her bathroom and she can't figure out where it's coming from. And she realizes that it's coming from the side of the mirror. So she pushes the mirror to the side and there's a hole in the wall. and she looks in and there's like a room. So then she climbs into it and it's a whole other apartment. And that is literally what happens in Candyman. I mean, it is literally what happens in Candyman. I was like, do not go in there. Candyman,
why would she go into
what
it?
are you doing?
Why is her first thought, I should crawl into this scary room?
Because they were like afraid that like someone was living in there.
You call the police and you say, I just found a...
Well, she had like 2 of her friends. She called like 2 of her friends to come over. That's the one I got you to get it, Alexa. I'm saying everyone was talking about it today. It was a whole apartment. Like, I thought it was just gonna be a room. It was literally like a whole apartment that had like stairs and a second floor.
Wait, so was someone living in it?
No, but there was stuff in there. And she was like, my landlord's gonna get an interesting call tomorrow. I was like, yo, it is Candyman. Get away. That's literally what happens in Candyman. There's like behind a mirror, there's like a room. It's in a whole other apartment. Exactly. It is. It's from the beginning of Candyman.
I mean, look, if I suddenly found out that my apartment was twice the size, I would not tell anyone.
It's not her apartment. It's a whole separate apartment. It's a whole different apartment.
Is there like a separate door to the inside?
Oh, you know what? I don't know if it had a separate door or if it was like a walled off part of her apartment. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine if you found out your apartment was twice the size. And I wouldn't tell anybody.
It was so wild, dude, because it was a full on apartment, like full on, like 2 stories, all these rooms. It had like bags of stuff in it, like people's stuff. It was freaky. It was weird.
See, look, the Devasia and Elaine are on my level. That's extra space. Yeah, see, Kim, happy with the same. Extra space, same rent. Don't tell nobody. Congratulations, you just cheated the system.
I don't know, dude. It has some weird vibes. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen Candyman, watch Candyman.
I have not seen the newer. Did the newer one already come out?
The newer one hasn't come out yet.
Okay, I saw the old one a long time. Like,
also, I can't think of his name right now because I'm so bad with names. But the guy who plays Candyman, he is like a horror god. Like, he's in so many horror movies. Like, I didn't realize until we got really into them. And like, he's in so many horror movies. And I'm like, yes. He was in. We just watched this last October a lesser known like slasher series that is so good. Actually, it has Brad from One Life to Live. Remember him?
Yeah.
He's in it. But it also has the guy from Candyman. He plays like a voodoo guy in New Orleans.
Wait. Is it
Hatchet? I think it's what it's called. The series is called.
I feel like I saw a trailer for that somewhere.
Hatchet?
Yeah.
Dude, it's actually super good. It's also got, oh god, I'm so bad with names. The girl who was in the Halloween movie, she played Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter in Halloween 4, and then she also played the girl who tried to lure Corey away from Topanga in Boy Meets World.
Really specific.
She's considered like a horror queen. She's in like a ton of horror movies. She's also in Hatchet.
Yes. Okay, so Lizelle and Lainey said he's Death in Final Destination.
Yes, he's also in Final Destination. Yeah, because we finally watched those this October. And I was like, oh my god, it's Candyman again. He was like in everything. He's so good. Why can't I think of his name? I'm so bad with names, though, so I probably wouldn't even remember. But
I literally love the Final Destination movies so much.
We watched all of them this October. So good. 10 out of 10. Like, they were diminishing returns, though.
Yeah,
like, the first one was the best, and then they kind of...
Okay, but the one with the roller coaster, that roller coaster crash scared the out of me.
Dude, I love the one with, like, the horse. There's, like, a horse and, like, they're, like,
oh, yeah,
or whatever, yeah.
So here's what I'll say, is that if I could write any IP ever, I would write Final Destination. A Final Destination YA book. I love it.
Is that his name, Devasia? Yahya Abdul-Mateen II? Is that him? Yeah, he's definitely like everywhere. And he's like, as you start to get like more into like horror films, like you start seeing the same people in a lot of them. And so I do not agree that the third one is the best. Is that the one where they're like at the amusement park that Kevin was talking about, the roller coaster? I do remember that I felt that the first one has Devon Sawa, okay? It doesn't get better than that. Like, you cannot get better than that.
Okay, speaking of Devon Sawa, you know what's one of my favorite horror movies that no one ever talks about?
Idle Hands.
Idle Hands.
Yes.
Amazing.
Also, Devon Sawa, who I love. If you don't follow him on Twitter, follow him. He's hilarious. And he's still acting. He just put out a movie called like Hunter, I think, and it's supposed to be like a horror-esque like thriller, and it's about like he's like this weird hunter in the woods, and there's like some sort of like beast out there, like some sort of like werewolf thing. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to. Looks good.
The Highway is the second one. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is in FD3. Yes.
Is that the one with the amusement park?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know what's funny about
that? Was probably the second best. It probably goes that one, 3. 4 was definitely not the best.
Okay. Do you know the girl in the third one from the roller coaster, and she like is the one that gets like the nails in the back of the head?
Mm-hmm.
I always, for some reason, imagine her as Ellie from Degrassi.
Yes, I can see that. Very that.
Every single time I watch it, I'm like, is that Ellie?
They have the same energy, those two.
Idle Hands is such a good movie.
Yes. I love a campy horror film. I live for it. Same, Moon. Love Christina Ricci. She's like the OG horror girl. Devin Sawa has been in so many good movies. He like was tweeting the other day. He was like saying like how like most people love him from like one of like 3 movies. And then I was like, how dare you not mention Slackers? Because hello. He's amazing in Slackers. He was also in Little Giants. Hello. How could you not love him in Little Giants?
Lainey, I had a huge I thought Ryan Merriman was so cute. Like I just thought he was like the cutest guy ever.
Yes, SLC Punk. I love that movie.
I've watched supercut compilations on YouTube of all the Final Destination movie deaths. They get so stupid. Like they start off kind of realistic, and then they just get dumber and dumber. Like a movie theater explodes in your face. An escalator eats you. Like, come on. A pool sucks out your insides and then bursts blood everywhere.
Alexa, I was never super into JTT. He was not really for me. But I did have pictures of Devin Sawa all over. Devin Sawa, Andrew Keegan, as you guys know, Kombucha Cult. Devin Sawa, Andrew Keegan, Brad Renfro, and a little bit of Elijah Wood sometimes. But it was mostly Devin Sawa, Brad Renfro, and Andrew Keegan. Those were mine.
The old school Thirsty Thursdayers, you'll understand.
Yeah, kombucha, right? Good old Andrew Keegan and that kombucha cult. I'm telling you, if I ever move back to LA, I'm going to try to join. He probably won't want me.
Already a cult on TikTok you can join.
He probably won't want me. Brad Renfro was everything, Moon. Like, I was literally, he was my number 1. I was obsessed. So sad. Like, RIP. So sad. Such a tragic story.
Okay, wait.
So hot.
Jessica said, you know who got hot? Stupid hot. Ned from Ned's Declassified. Did you just see the TikTok about him? Because I literally saw earlier today about how he has a TikTok now, and he's roommates with the guy that played his bully. I literally just saw that earlier today.
I love the movie North, Alexa. That was a good movie.
I also want to say that I like how so many people are saying that they were terrified of things because of Final Destination when the Final Destination deaths were so stupid. Escalators. I mean, come on.
See, I didn't watch all the Final Destination movies except for the first one. I watched that years ago, but I didn't watch all of them until this last October, so I didn't know them.
Okay, Lainey, about the tanning thing is I always thought that was super scary, and then I found out that like most tanning beds don't have arms for that reason because something could lock it shut, like zip tie it shut. So like most of them just don't have. In fact, our step grandma has one.
Yeah, I don't think she has it anymore.
She had it for a really long time, but they don't have handles. Like it's just a shell that like opens that you push open.
Also, I forgot about that death, and that was brutal.
I mean, a lot of the ones in that movie are dumb brutal. Like the one guy, remember the weights come down?
Dude, I'm telling you, Aaron and I watched Final Destination this year, and then like the next day there was literally a log truck in front of Aaron, and he was like, hell.
Yes, yes.
Hell no. Get this away from me.
Are they still hammering at 6:30? Jesus.
Oh my God. Your dad's friend got his butt shredded in an escalator? Wow.
I have no words. I didn't think.
What?
Moon said my dad had a friend who sat down an escalator and got her butt shredded at the top.
Why can I not picture Zoe's brother from Zoe 101?
Zoe's brother from Zoe 101 has.
I don't remember what he looked like.
Yeah.
He's annoying. He's like annoying little blonde.
I just keep picturing Lizzie McGuire's little brother. Why can't I picture Zoe's?
Nope. Whenever I think of Zoe 101, I just think of the ooh every time. Ooh.
I thought the curly guy was cute.
The love interest that was basically just Gordo.
Yeah, definitely Gordo. Sad we didn't get a revival of Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, that is very sad.
Ew.
This is why you don't wear flip-flops ever.
Tell that to my husband.
I know. He only wears flip-flops always, which is so weird.
He grew up at the beach, so he's just... That's how he always... I don't get the Daniel Radcliffe thing. I don't see it. I don't get it. Right, Zoe 101. That was such a good show.
Yeah. She had to go and get pregnant.
You ruined it for everyone.
With her
Jamie.
baby. How selfish.
Do we want to do another sprint, or do we want to just chat for a little bit longer? I feel good. I actually made some good progress tonight, so I'm okay with whatever we decide.
Yeah, same. Because I actually got quite a bit more than I haven't recently done, so I'm happy.
Here's why Daniel Radcliffe doesn't do it for me. He's too short.
Bitch, you are short, okay?
He's too hairy.
I don't mind that. Are you kidding me? He's too hairy. Have you seen your husband?
But he's hair, like, he has, like, I mean, Aaron's like regular man hairy, like as you get older. Daniel Radcliffe is always like, he's like wolfish, you know, with like that really long, thick hair on your arms. And no, he doesn't do it for me. He's too short. I can't do the short and all the hair. And then he also kind of has like pointy ear type. Yeah, no, he doesn't do it for me. Look, I have very specific.
What's so funny is Laura thinks he's short, but he's definitely taller than Laura. So what does she care?
I don't know that he is. How tall is he?
How tall are you? Like 5'2"?
I'm 5'6.5", actually. The blue eyes do not impress me.
He's actually very short.
I know. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like 5'4".
He's 5'5".
Okay, so he's shorter than me.
But I can throw him around like a little pocket twink. But he's too hairy to be a twink, so he'd be an otter. Daniel Radcliffe, he's only 5'5".
I mean, I was always a Ron Weasley girl. He's way hotter. Sorry.
Didn't you thirst tweet him and he read it? Okay, so once, you know how they have the celebrities read thirst tweets about them?
No.
So there's
where did that happen? Where do people read
YouTube? There, what show is it that does it?
It's like a popular magazine.
It's some magazine, like Cosmo or some magazine, has celebrities read thirst tweets about them. What did you say? Do you remember?
I said that I wanted to punch his tongue with my tongue.
Damien tweeted about Daniel Radcliffe that he wanted to like have their tongues punch each other or something, and then Daniel Radcliffe read it on the video. But they blur out Damien's name, but people still managed to find it. He also liked Damien's. Which art was it?
Oh, it's just when the J.K. Rowling thing out, they linked my Trevor Project's artwork to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe. Damien knows all kinds of celebrities. Rachel Bloom follows him, and I'm just like, how do I get on that level?
See, for me, I don't so much like intellectual weirdo types. I'm more like clever. I'm really like attracted to men that are clever, and to me that's different than intellectual. So the nerdy, like smart thing doesn't help the short, hairy thing for me.
Wait, Lizelle.
No Ron Weasley love in here. Come on now.
Lizelle, how short are you? She said that her ideal height is 5'5" to 5'7" because she's short and doesn't want to look up too high.
I mean, most women, the average height for women is like 5'2". So, I mean, I'm actually considered like on the taller side for women, and I have scoliosis. I actually, if my spine was straight, I'd be more like 5'9". So,
Lizelle's 5'3". I don't know why I imagine you to be like 5'9". I imagine you to be my height. I'm 5'10". Damien thinks I'm short, which is offensive.
See, but I've never seen Rupert in a interview, so like I don't know what he's like. I'm not a Harry Potter person, never was. So
I will say that actually, I always thought Rupert was really cute, but like he kind of looks like just like a burnt out stoner that doesn't care about life anymore.
See, but that's kind of my type, so you know.
I just think Harry Potter's a little
Pocket twink.
I was gonna say it's a little bit after your time.
Oh no, yeah. I thought you were gonna say he's a passing around party bottom.
Aaron is, I think, 5'11", and he's always trying to say he's 6 foot. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're 5'11". So let's not get it twisted.
Damien's 6'1".
Yeah, no. Harry Potter never got into it, never was my thing. I actually even tried to read the books and couldn't really get into them, so.
Now I'm curious, Alexa, how tall are you? Because I've seen you in person, but you were sitting at a table, and I was too nervous to come up and talk to you because it's before we were friends. Alexa said, oh yes, I am tall and fat, much boob, very hips. Lizelle, I would say you have tall energy. Lizelle, I also am tall and fat. I mean, not Lizelle. Damn it. Alexa, I am also tall and fat with boobs and hips. Whoa, Raphael said my boyfriend is 6'4". Okay. When I was in high school, I wanted to be 6'5" so bad. And I was like, I'm done growing. Why
That's such a random number. Why?
I saw a guy that was 6'5" once, and I was like, I want to be that tall.
Well, you could have possibly. Our papa was 6'6".
But by the time I wanted that, I was already done with puberty. With the growing part of puberty.
That's why, like, if I wouldn't have had scoliosis, I'd have been taller, because, like, me and Jason both took off after that. So, like, our brother Jason's, like, what is he, maybe 6'1"?
He's 6 foot exactly.
Is he? Yeah. But then our brother Matthew is, like...
He's, like, 5'6".
I would say, he would argue he's taller than me, so, although I don't know that I believe that, so let's say that he's 5'7".
Okay. Alexa said she's 5'10". That is pretty tall.
Yeah.
I mean, that means we're the same height. Huh. But Alexa, you also have tall energy. Lizelle has shocked the Authortube community tonight by telling her height.
Lizelle, I'm not shocked by this. That made sense to me. You seemed about that height, so I'm not shook.
Oh, Laura's just didn't shock me.
Didn't.
Oh, Dee, you got screwed. Your sister's 5'10", your brother's 6'4", and you're 5'4".
Well, Kevin, both of our parents are pretty short.
Yeah, I mean,
me, Mom, Dad, and Matthew are all about the same height.
Yeah. What's really weird though about our family is that basically all of us, except for Mom, have the same size shoe.
Yeah, I know.
Mom is a little smaller, but like me, Matt, Jason, Dad, and I think you do too.
I do too. I have the same size.
It's so weird. Same size shoes. So it doesn't matter how tall.
It's a little big for women, like my feet, but it's mostly more because my feet are fat.
So it doesn't matter though, like how tall you are in this family or how short you are. You have the same size foot.
Yeah. Which is actually small for men.
Okay, Alexa, I did not say, I know I have small feet. Alexa, I did not say you were giant. I said you were tall. You have tall energy. That does not mean you're giant.
Ariane Evo is only like 4'9".
I would say I had a couple friends in high school, my friend Allie, my friend Danielle, and they're both below 5 foot. They're both like 4'10".
It's so weird though, because when you are around Danielle, she doesn't feel under 5 feet. She feels like
she
feels short. Like she feels like a short woman, but like you would not guess under 5 feet.
So
like,
weird though, because like when I stand next to her, like her chest comes up to, I mean, her head comes up to like here on me. It's very, huh? What is happening? Can you guys see what's happening back there? Alfalfa's just passed out in Damien's lap.
Kevin, as soon as I get the vaccination, I'm coming to visit you.
What if I don't have the vaccination and you're carrying it on your clothes or something?
Well, then you'll die. Then I'll get your apartment.
What's funny you say that is actually, I was just talking to Damien about like what we're going to do with our stuff if we die. And because we don't have a will. And I was like, I don't know, Laura will probably take it all.
I mean, our brothers are not going to want any of the stuff in your apartment.
So good luck dealing with all this. You can
I'll just squat in your apartment. And then
this dollhouse. There are squatter rights in California. No, if we both die,
It's still mine.
Damien wants to be buried with the dollhouse.
Ew, he wants to be buried.
No, I don't know. Do you want to be buried or cremated?
I don't know how you break that.
Or shot out of a cannon into outer space?
Like our dad.
He wants to be a firework. Damien wants to
I honestly want to do that though. Like when dad dies, he wants his ashes to be made into fireworks. He wants us to have a cookout and he wants us to do the fireworks. And I will do that. I will honor his wishes.
Only if we also get a keg.
Yes, that's a given. That's a given.
I actually think it's weird because I'm the second tallest out of all of us, and it doesn't feel like I often think I'm short. In Illinois, I did, and then I came to California, and for some reason, I've noticed that the average height in California is much lower than
it's a lot. Oh, much lower.
Like the average
well,
height,
because you have a lot of like ethnicities that are on the shorter side.
Like alcohol, like not anymore, but like when I used to go out in public, I always felt like really tall, and then in Illinois, I'm just like, oh, everyone's towering over me. Grandfather wants to be put into concrete, put into the ocean. He wants us to fish over him. Huh. Damien, were you saying there was a lot of short people in Boston?
No, they're all about me.
Oh, Damien thinks they're all... Well, you didn't live in Boston proper, I guess.
Kevin, did I tell you that they just got a straight flight here to Boston? So if you guys want to get married up there, it'll be easy for me to fly.
Damien's rubbing it in, talking about all the dudes he dated before me being so tall. Don't you like that I'm shorter?
I don't care either way. It doesn't matter.
I got really lucky that he doesn't care if I get really fat. He's like one of those people that legit does not really care about looks, and I'm just like, good, because this is what you got.
Well then, hello, why are you even like worrying about it? Just eat.
Because it's internalized, like, hatred of myself thanks to the gay community.
You're not even in the community anymore. You're out. You're retired.
I'm still gay.
Okay, but you're like not in the gay community, like trying to like date.
It doesn't matter. That's not how it works. Damien's Irish. Wait, are you Irish? He's half Irish. He's tall though, but he's not only Irish. So you can tell by his lily white skin.
Yeah, our grandma, her brother, married my Aunt Eva, who is Mexican. And so all of their children are like half Mexican. And so there's 5 girls and 1 boy. And the tallest is 5 foot. They're all like between, including my cousin Baron, the 1 boy. They're all, well, maybe he's 5'1". So they're all like between like 4'10" and 5'1", including, because my Aunt Eva is like 4'9" or 4'10". So
speaking of, she added me on Facebook again from a new account. I can't tell if it's like a spam account.
Dude, I had to unfriend all of them on Facebook because they just kept posting about how Blue Lives Matter, and I just can't.
You know what? That might have been, maybe I did delete her. Maybe you
I mean, I know that like Eva has a brother-in-law that's like a cop, but it's like I can't.
ACAB.
I only use Facebook for groups now, for like Facebook groups. That's the only thing I use it for, and to look at dad posting funny stuff. That's it. And sometimes mom's embarrassing drunken Facebook posts.
You make mom sound like she's, well, she is. But you don't need
I mean, she hasn't been doing them much lately, but she does. You know she does. Yeah.
Raphael, the gay community preaches acceptance on a very outwardly to other communities. We preach acceptance, but inwardly, everyone's so savage.
Hello, Charlie.
Hello, Charlie came in right towards the
right at the end here. So I don't know. We're probably not gonna do another sprint, but I feel pretty good. I got like close to like 700 words in my zero draft. I'm feeling good about that. Oh, I did want to talk about camp a little bit before we go. I mean, not like a ton, but I just wanted to mention camp. And just kind of curious if everyone's planning to do it. I originally wanted to already be done with my zero draft by now, but alas, I am not. So my new plan now is to try to be done with the zero draft by the end of March so that I can actually draft like the full draft, like first draft for camp. And I'm going to try to do at least 50K that month. I don't know if it's going to happen, but the only time I've ever hit 50K was in an April camp. So, and I'm also going to attempt my very first 10K day camp. So it's going to be an exciting month for me. What about you, Kev? What are you doing for camp? I think you said, right? You're going to do a new story?
My goal, which I don't know if this is possible, my goal is to try and finish the middle grade draft because next week kick to Damien so he can do his version of it. So my goal is to finish this before April and outline a new book using the stuff that you sent me so I can start a new one by April. But I'm not going to rush it. So if I don't finish the outline by camp, I'll be working on that during camp. Because I'm not going to try and rush this. There's no reason to rush and get it done quickly. So I'm going to take my time.
I just wanted to be done with my zero draft a month ago. So I am pushing myself to be done by this month because my goal is by the end of the year, I want to be ready to query. I have to be. So I need a light of fire under my butt.
Alexa, we're French. Can you tell by my last name? Savoy.
Well, it's French Canadian.
And French.
But Savoy is, I mean, like, is more common in Canada.
Yeah. Well, there's a Savoy region of France.
Yeah. We're a lot of things, though. French is the number one. That's the biggest.
I'm gonna do a DNA test. I'm gonna do it.
Turns out you're 100% that bitch.
I have that sticker that I can't sell anymore.
We're primarily French, but also Russian, Polish, Irish, Native American, and Native American Miami tribe specifically. Looking what everyone's saying for camp.
Kim said French Canada is the best Canada. I heard French Canadians are rude.
I could see that. People say that about French people, though, too. They also say French people are rude. So
that's true. Wait, we got a newbie. Wait a sec. Are you guys siblings? No. Laura, we're not siblings. Laura is my mother.
Actually, Kevin's my older brother.
You wish.
Much older.
You wish, hag.
Well, I think I'm sitting in the dark, so you don't see all my white hair.
I have so much. The only reason why you can't see it is because my hair is like not dark, but like I have so much. Oh my God, you can kind of see it.
We are definitely not best friends. I hate his guts.
You see this, Laura? Look at that. It's coming in.
What, your receding hairline or?
No, I've always had this hairline.
I know you have.
But look, do you see this? Like,
yeah, mine's gotten really bad because I haven't gone in to have it done.
But like, I'm starting to get old. Do you see that? Oh my God.
Yeah, Kevin and I are brother and sister. I am number one in all ways, but I'm number one and he's number four of five.
Laura's the brother.
I consider Kevin my sister. That's offensive to gay men. So.
Hey, sister.
Kevin and I are 9 years apart. He's 9 years older.
Wait until Laura turns that light on. Alexa.
Kevin was your mother. That tracks. He's a lot like my mother.
Look, I mean, look, Devesha, don't. Wait, what did you just say?
I'm not putting my DNA
Did
on.
you just say I look like our mother?
Do that.
Did you just say I look like my mother?
Wait, what?
Did you say I look like our mother?
I mean, you are a lot like our mother.
So are you. Don't even.
I'm like her in ways I wish I was not. You are more like mom, just in similar personality type.
Annoying? Oh, I love mom. That's mean. Look, there's a reason. Yes. Okay. Our parents are a cautionary tale against a lot of things.
Yeah.
Alexa, I was a little worried about the DNA privacy thing, but ultimately, I don't care. It's whatever. Look, all it takes is one person in your family, and your DNA is screwed anyway. They have it all anyway. So I will be the downfall of this family because I know no one else is going to do it.
I watched a thing on like what they anticipate they'll do with your, but I can't remember what it was now, or I would tell you.
Oh, back before everything came out about Shane Dawson, he did the conspiracy video about how the owner of one of those is married to the owner of like YouTube or Google,
yeah,
and how they're gonna like try and resell it to you in the future to like de-age yourself or something. I don't know. And I also just feel like whatever. I don't care. What are they gonna use it for? Don't care. Aliens are gonna kill me anyway. Also,
I mean, honestly, like I could never commit a crime because I have so much hair. Like my hair is so thick and long, and it falls out so much that my hair, my DNA is everywhere.
That's why Laura won't commit a crime, not because it's bad, but because her hair.
My hair is everywhere. Tell Kevin, is it or is it not everywhere?
Everywhere.
Like, don't worry about your pet shedding because I do. Everywhere.
Also, really quick, Kim, I will say that like sometimes, yeah, like you can make videos and you're like really excited to, and people won't watch them or they'll get low views. But the way I look at it is like it's something that I can go back and look to, and like maybe 2 years from now or 3 years, whatever, when I have a book published, 10 years or something, I can go back and watch that. And people like going through people's backlog. So you may not get a lot of views now, but like let's say like a year from now, you gained 1,000 subscribers. Those 1,000 subscribers can go back and watch your backlog, and they might be interested to know from the very beginning of when you started a book to where you are now. They might want to watch that whole journey. So
yeah, I definitely started doing videos, especially like I haven't made it yet because I've been slacking on making videos. But this year, especially, I want to do monthly wrap-ups because my plan is to be querying by the end of the year. So I want to see my progress through the year, and so it's not. I mean, yes, I think people would care maybe and like want to watch, but if not, it's like really doesn't hurt my feelings. It's something I'd like to see in the future.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Also, yes, everyone subscribe to Kim, Hold Bananas.
But yeah, since we're mentioning that,
Moon Petri.
You're looking for new people. Kim Lum, like subscribe to that. Hold the Bananas is going to start a channel. Who else is saying? Moon Petri, of course. You should already be following Moon.
Of
course, Lainey and Lizelle.
Okay, Lainey. Sometimes, Lainey, I feel like we're the same person because I was thinking the same thing. Like, if they find out a way to make me immortal, I will pay you for my DNA back. I will do it. I don't care.
Also, just a quick tip about Authortube and views. The best thing that happened, the best way to get people on your channel is twofold. One, work on SEO. Your titles and thumbnails, super important. So that's number one. And number two is actually be a part of the community. Watch other people's videos, comment on their videos, comment, like reply to other people's comments, because then once people know you exist and they know, but don't comment like watch my channel, but actually engage in conversation. You'll naturally make friends. People will then become invested in you and want to know your journey. And that's the best way to do it.
Devesha just killed me with her comment.
Yes, thank you, Devesha, because
I don't want to live now. Why would I want to live forever?
Paleoarchaeology and early hominin expansion.
The way I look at it is like, okay, so here's the thing. If I get a 23andMe test done and they somehow find out that someone in my family did a crime based on my DNA, that's on them. They shouldn't have done that crime. It ain't my fault. You're an idiot. Like, if they like somehow found out like one of my cousins murdered somebody or robbed a bank, I don't care. That's on you. Don't rob a bank. Don't kill somebody. That's the tea. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah, but it is late. I feel like Aaron is summoning me. But I feel good. I'm excited for everyone to be doing camp. I hope everyone will do camp and everyone will do all the camp vlogs and we'll inspire each other. But next week we will be back for Thirsty Thursday on my channel. Also next week is the book club live chat on Sunday, so don't forget that either.
True. You know what's really wild?
Remind people of, I don't think, hopefully I'll have some content up next week.
Actually, you know what's wild is we will be live on my channel on the first day of camp. April Nano.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
you are right.
So yes, the book is coming. The book chat's coming up next week.
Yes, next week we're going to be talking about writing horror, and I would imagine that some of that could also work towards dark fantasy and maybe even some like suspense / mystery. And really, honestly, any craft book kind of lends itself to just discussion of writing itself. So,
also, Kim, what I'll say is, like, if you're trying to decide on what to focus on, what I've learned from my past on YouTube is if you focus too much on what other people want you to make, Laura can attest to this. If you focus too much on what other people want you to make, you're going to get burnt out because your whole heart's not in it. So you should make what you enjoy making, yes, rather than what other people want you to make. Even if they do better, if it's not necessarily what you love, you're going to get burnt out.
Yeah. But thank you also, Lazelle, for reminding me to look on Libby for the cousins. I will be starting that tomorrow.
Devesha just got the good night, bestie. Good night, bestie. That stupid TikTok sound.
I actually don't know that.
What? Really?
I must be in a different part of TikTok.
Bestie, I gotta tell you something. Bestie,
I'm in the demon side of TikTok, and I'm in Squishmallow TikTok.
You're in demon TikTok.
As I said, demon TikTok, Squishmallow TikTok. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for coming, everyone. If you haven't already hit that like button below, please smash that like button below.
And we will do 3 sprints next week.
Yes.
We took a week off, so we have like a lot of talking to catch up on.
And yes, I'm 29 now. You guys haven't seen me since I turned 29.
That's right. Kevin's birthday was last week. And Kevin, per usual, you do have a gift coming from me. It just will not ever be on time. Just so you know.
It'll be there next birthday. Hot demon TikTok.
Not hot demon TikTok, like steal your soul through the phone, scare you to death. Won't be able to sleep at night.
You get one, Laura, will you send it to me? I want to experience this.
Yeah.
For a horror writer, that's appropriate, though.
Is it, though? Because I'm a little freaked out with some of them. I told him about the weird duck one.
Thank you, everybody. Happy birthday.
Did it feel like they were working through some trauma or something?
They definitely.
Wait, Nina, when was your birthday? Was your birthday last week?
Shots on the wall when they were a baby.
So weird. Yes, good night, everyone. I need to take my gummies and go to sleep.
Yes, drop the demon TikToks in the group chat. Lainey wants to see them.
Oh my God. I'm going to watch them sober now, and I'm going to be like, these are just regular people.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll look for it, though. I think I saved it. I was like, I'm going to show this to Aaron, and then I forgot.
Happy belated birthday to you as well, Nina. Also, Lainey, I'm expecting a DM about tarot stuff. So, okay, thank you for coming, everybody. If you're not already subscribed to me and Laura, make sure you subscribe to both of us so that way you will always get notifications. Hopefully, if YouTube doesn't suck about us going live. And our videos that me and Laura are both going to be uploading again soon.
Yes.
I will have an actual birthday, damn it, video next week. Laura should, because she has one for her toy TikTok.
I have like 12 toy videos I need to film this weekend, so I'm definitely filming.
I sent Laura a mystery box and she still hasn't opened it. It's been like 2 months. So
okay, it hasn't been that long, but you're right, it has been a while. So
okay, good night, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Right, goodbye, bye.
I gotta end this. It's gonna take like 7 minutes to end.
That's still live.
No, yes.
Ending broadcast.
Yes, we're still live.